Okay, guys, just a little hint is when I cut the 2x4 with my saw, like especially on this 2x4 right here. After I marked it, make a good line, and I use the saw to cut it, but it's still gonna be moving. It's gonna move when I cut it. Like you gotta hold it two hand real tight, and you gotta be, cutting with a straight line. Don't try to move. If you move, it will mess up. Like it'll end up like either your saw is crooked and it'll cut all the way up here and stuff like that. It'll mess up the whole project. Okay, just like this. When I cut it, it was kind of moving around. So see what the saw did? It messed it up. So I had to cut again. I had to measure and cut a little bit more. Luckily, I have some space to cut a little bit more up because this side over here is molten. So I was choosing to cut a little bit more. See, because it's like, so that's why it's really important to hold the saw real good, like hold with two hands real straight and cut it real straight, because if not, you're gonna mess up the saw and damage thing can happen to you. It's just, it's not. Just make sure you hold the saw tight with two hands. That's all. So I gotta say, because it's dangerous. Okay, if you weak, or if you not holding the saw tight, anything can happen. A saw blade was crooked when it cut, it might flies out. Anything might happen. Okay, so hold it tight, hold it straight to cut a straight edge off the line. You see, it's still crooked. When I cut it, it's still crooked, but I'm gonna shave it somehow. I'm gonna grind it or do something. I still haven't used the grinder yet. I didn't think I need a grinder yet. The grinder, the sander, the grinder, the sander, and that's for if I wanted to smooth something. Then I'll use the sander to cut it. Some spot I might need to use a sander, but so far I haven't used it yet. So unless if I'm cutting in the corner, then I'll need to use the sander. But if I do need to use the sander, I'll get it out and shoot a video for you guys to see too. Okay. Yeah, and I forgot to make a video, have a stand up so you guys can watch what I'm doing the whole entire time instead of cut and video and cut after I'm done with something. But I apologize for that. But on my next project or anything else, I will remember to do that. Having a camera stand to watch me while I'm working. So, all right, well, that's it for this time though.